Good morning students and welcome to online teaching session. And today I am going to teach some important concepts. And in these concepts the subatomic particles are going to play important role in the case of small particles of matter known as atoms. And these important concepts are: number one, atomic mass. This is an important concept and this is symbolically represented by the letter capital A. Now let us see how is atomic mass of a particular substance calculated. So whenever we want to express mass of a particular substance, we will compare it with a standard mass, right? Means by how many times its mass is greater than the standard one. For example, if I want to purchase 5 kg sugar, right? So 5 kg sugar will be 5 times to the mass of 1 kg sugar. So here we are comparing 5 kg with 1 kg. Similarly, here in the case of atomic mass, how is it calculated and the standard one with which it is required to be compared? Let us see. Atomic mass of any substance is expressed in terms of AMU, that is atomic mass unit. Atomic mass unit. Next, oxygen atom, its mass is 16, right? And that was taken once to express mass of the given element, right? So 1 by 16th mass of O16 atom is equal to 1 AMU, right? With that, the given atomic mass of the element is compared and expressed, right? So it was like this: 1 by 16 multiplied by O16. O16 means mass of oxygen, which is equal to 16, multiplied by number of protons plus number of neutrons, right? So here in this case 16 gets cancelled, we will get 1, right? Here we will get 1 multiplied by number of protons plus number of neutrons of an atom of given element. Same here also, of an atom of given element. In that, the reason was, means why oxygen was taken to compare the mass of the atom of the given element was, oxygen was able to form many compounds in the form of oxides. That was one of the reasons why oxygen was taken. So here children, O16 means oxygen atom whose atomic mass is equal to 16. Later, in place of oxygen, carbon was taken, and that was universally accepted, right, instead of oxygen. So here you can write atomic mass for an element. As I told you, carbon mass, that is C12, carbon whose atomic mass is equal to 12, was taken and it was universally accepted in finding out of atomic mass of the given element. So in place of oxygen, carbon has come. So atomic mass of an element is equal to 1 by 12 mass of C12, right, multiplied by number of protons plus number of neutrons of the atom, given atom of an element, right, and this was universally accepted. And here C12 means carbon atom whose atomic mass is equal to 12. So C12 is nothing but isotope of carbon. We have three isotopes, C13, C14 and C12. This C12 is there in large quantity, that is why C12 is taken. Now, if we compare this 12 gets cancelled, right, we will get 1. That means with this 1 we are multiplying the total number of protons and neutrons of the atom. Now let us see one example. Atomic mass of helium element is equal to 1 by 12 multiplied by C12. C12 is nothing but 12 multiplied by number of protons of helium atom. Atomic number of helium is 2. So number of protons means its atomic number. So 2 protons plus number of neutrons present in the nucleus of helium atom is 2. So 2 neutrons. Now this is equal to 1 by 12 and C12 is nothing but 12 into 2 plus 2, 4. 12 gets cancelled. So this is equal to 4. And the unit used here is AMU, atomic mass unit. Now let us see one more specific example. Atomic mass of magnesium is equal to 1 by 12 into 12 into 12 protons, because atomic number of magnesium is 12, plus 12 neutrons. This is equal to 24 AMU, atomic mass unit. In that way it is calculated. Next one. IUPAC introduced a new unit in place of atomic mass unit, and that new unit is unified mass. Unified mass. So in place of AMU, U has come. That U stands for unified mass. Unified means added. What are added in calculating atomic mass of an element? That is protons number and neutrons number. These two are added. Right? We are unifying the number of protons and neutrons, thereby to get atomic mass of an element. Here 1 by 12 into C12, that is equal to 1. So in short, to calculate atomic mass of any element, just by clubbing its protons number with neutrons number, we will get atomic mass. And here, to know protons number, atomic numbers of elements should be known to you. So right from first element, hydrogen, to the 20th element, that is calcium, you need to memorize the atomic numbers of elements with their symbols. Now let us see how U is calculated in place of AMU. I will give you an example. Hydrogen atom, that is the simplest element in entire periodic table, because hydrogen is the only one element wherein in its nucleus we can see proton but not neutron. Okay, isotopes of hydrogen, they are different. But if you take simple hydrogen whose atomic number is 1 and with whose symbol it begins in the periodic table, so in that atom we have only one proton, no neutron. So if I want to calculate atomic mass of hydrogen atom, so atomic mass of hydrogen atom is equal to 1 by 12 into 12 is equal to 1. So that we can avoid. Directly we can write. So in this case, number of protons plus number of neutrons. Here number of protons in hydrogen atom is 1, number of neutrons is 0, therefore 1. So here in place of AMU, we can write U as per IUPAC recommendation. So here U stands for unified mass. So unified means added. What are added? Protons number to neutrons number. Right? This is added while calculating atomic mass of an element. Now we will see a small table containing different elements and their atomic masses. So first let us see name of the element. Next, atomic mass, and this is symbolically represented by the letter A, as I told you earlier. Let me start with hydrogen. Its atomic mass is 1 nu. Next, helium, atomic mass 4 nu. Right. Next, carbon 12 nu. Next, sodium 23 nu. Atomic number of sodium is 11, so it should be 22, but it is 23 U because it has 11 protons and 12 neutrons. In some atoms of the elements, number of protons is equal to number of neutrons. But here, number of protons is equal to number of neutrons plus 1. Means one extra neutron sodium atom contains. That's why its atomic mass is 23 U. So that's about atomic masses of some of the elements. Here we can take magnesium, whose atomic mass is 24. Atomic number 12. That means magnesium atom contains 12 protons and 12 neutrons. So it is 24 U in that way. Right? If you take calcium, its atomic number is 20. So nucleus of calcium atom contains 20 protons and 20 neutrons. In that way, in the case of calcium, its atomic mass is equal to 40 U. Now children, we move to the important concept. Next important concept, that is molecular mass. Here, molecule means it can be element, right? It can be compound. Example for the element is H2. H2 is molecule of hydrogen. H is atom of hydrogen. Right. Next, S for sulfur. It is atom of sulfur element. S8 is molecule of sulfur element. Right. In that way it is. In the case of elements. In the case of compounds, molecule may have 2 elements in it or more than 2 elements. So molecular mass, it is extension of atomic mass. Right? If you take any compound, for instance water molecule, if you take H2O. So mass of entire water molecule is equal to mass of 2 hydrogen atoms plus mass of 1 oxygen atom. Now let us see this concept. This is extension of atomic mass. This is important point. Number 2, equal to sum of atomic masses of all elements present in it. In it means one molecule of concern element or concern compound. Right? So this is one important point and this is the second important point. Now we'll move directly to molecules of elements as well as molecules of compounds. Now let us see one example, that is molecular mass of sulfur molecule is equal to atomic mass of one sulfur atom multiplied by 8, because sulfur molecule formula is S8. Right? So atomic mass of one sulfur atom. Sulfur atomic number is 16. So its nucleus will have 16 protons plus 16 neutrons. Right? So atomic mass of one sulfur atom is 16 protons plus 16 neutrons. It is 32 U, right? Multiplied by one molecule of sulfur has 8 sulfur atoms in it. Therefore 8. This is equal to 256 U. Now We'll move to example 2. Make a molecule is made up of two different elements. That means it is compound. So molecular mass of water molecule is equal to water molecule composition or formula is H2O. So one water molecule is made up of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. So mass of or atomic masses are two hydrogen atoms plus atomic mass of one oxygen atom. Right. This is equal to atomic number of hydrogen atom is 1 because it has only one proton in its nucleus. It doesn't have any neutron. So atomic mass of one hydrogen atom is 1. So atomic masses of two hydrogen atoms together is equal to 2. So 1 into 2 is mass of two hydrogen atoms plus atomic number of oxygen is 8. Means one oxygen atom has 8 protons in its nucleus and 8 neutrons. Therefore, it is 16. We have only one oxygen atom, so 16 we can write. Otherwise, 1 into 16. It can be written in any way. So 1 into 16. This is equal to 18. And unit is known to us, that is U. Right. So that's how molecular mass of water molecule calculated. Yes, children. So far you have come to know atomic mass and molecular mass. How to calculate atomic masses of elements and how to calculate molecular masses of elements and also compounds. With examples, it was taught. Now we will move to a new concept, that is molar mass. Molar mass. Now let us see what is meant by molar mass. When atomic mass is expressed in terms of grams, then it is said to be gram atomic mass or molar mass of the element. Same way, when molecular mass of the element or compound is expressed in terms of grams, it is said to be gram molecular mass of the element or gram molecular mass of the compound. Here molar mass is nothing but gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass, or atomic masses of the elements in grams, molecular masses of the elements in grams, or molecular masses of the compounds in grams, that is in short. Right? So molecular mass of any element is equal to gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass. So wherever you have written U as unit, there if we write gram, then it will become molar mass. Now let us see some examples with the concept. So molar mass of an element is equal to atomic mass in grams or molecular mass in grams. This is in the case of element. Now let us see in the case of compound. Molar mass of any compound equal to molecular mass of that compound in grams. Molecular mass of compound in grams. Right. Now we will see examples in the case of element as well as in the case of compound. Example 1. Molar mass of oxygen is equal to, atomic mass of oxygen is 16, right? And we will add grams. That's all. Next, example 2. Molar mass of oxygen gas. For oxygen gas we write, for oxygen we write O. So this is equal to, here O2 is molecule, O is atom. So molar mass of oxygen gas O2 is equal to 16 plus 16, that is 32 grams. Next, example 3. Now we will move to compound. So molar mass of carbon dioxide, its composition is CO2. This is equal to, we will add atomic masses of all 3 atoms. We have 3 atoms, 1 carbon atom, 2 oxygen atoms, and thereafter we will write grams. So carbon atom mass 12 plus 2 oxygen atoms mass 32, and that is equal to 44 grams. So in that way molar mass is calculated. So what we are going to do in the case of molar mass is same method, how molecular mass of the element or of the compound calculated. That way only molar mass is calculated. But in place of U, that is unified mass, we write grams. That's all. So that's about molar mass in the case of element like oxygen and in the case of compound like carbon dioxide. Next important concept, and that is numerical based, and this concept is there in class 11 and also 12th, right? And name of that concept is mole concept. Mole concept. This is very important concept. As I told you, this is there in class 11th and 12th. Now let us see how to define mole. Before that, let me explain about the eatable things. When we go to grocery shop, when we want to purchase particular material, then we will ask price of that material per kg, right? So here kg is quantity. Next, if we go to any showroom and if we want to purchase gold, then we will ask price of gold per 10 grams. 10 grams is particular quantity. Here gram refers to quantity, kilogram also refers to quantity. Same way, in chemistry, very small weights, right? Very small quantities are expressed in terms of mole. Mole refers to particular quantity of element or of compound or of ion, whatever is that substance. So, mole concept. Here, mole is nothing but refers to quantity, right, equal to the molar mass of that substance. So, mole refers to quantity of any substance containing 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of particles in it. This is the concept. And you can say 1 mole of any substance is equal to molar mass of that substance which contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of particles in it. So this is what you need to remember. So here in numericals, mole can be correlated with the molar mass, and moles of any substance can be correlated with these many number of particles, or molar mass of any substance can be correlated with these particles. Right? On the basis of this, numericals are set. Now, in this case, the word substance stands for element or compound, right? And particles means atoms, molecules or ions. Particle refer to atom or molecule or ion. Next, this number 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. That number is known after Amedeo Avogadro as Avogadro's number. So, Avogadro number or Avogadro constant. And this constant may be given in the numerical or may not be. And you have to memorize, you have to remember this number. So, that's about the mole concept. And I'll show this in another way so that we can better understand. Now I'll take element and compound as example, at the same time atoms, molecules and ions. Let me relate this. So 1 mole of hydrogen atoms. Means, see, atom I have taken, that means that element should have only atoms in it, no molecules. So mass of one hydrogen atom is 1 U. And gram atomic mass of hydrogen atom or molar mass of hydrogen is 1 gram. So we can write 1 gram of hydrogen atoms. So here 1 mole of hydrogen atoms means 1 gram of hydrogen atom. This is molar mass of hydrogen. And that will have 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of hydrogen atoms. Next, we will move to molecules. Element I will keep same, but I will move to molecules. That is 1 mole of hydrogen molecules. 1 mole of hydrogen molecules means here hydrogen molecule is H2. So molar mass is 2 grams. So 2 grams of hydrogen molecules. This is molar mass of H2. Next, that contains, means 1 mole of hydrogen molecule contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of hydrogen molecules. Now we will move to compound, that is 1 mole of water. Here it is compound. So 1 mole of water molecules we can write. Because always compounds are made up of molecules. And 1 mole of water molecules weigh 18 grams. So we can write 18 grams of water molecules. And 18 grams of water molecules will have Avogadro number of water molecules. So 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of water molecules. So atoms, molecules in the case of elements, and in the case of compound water is taken. Now we will move to the last example, that is ionic substance. So 1 mole of sodium ions, its symbol is Na plus, right? Mass of sodium atom is equal to sodium cation's mass, even though it has short of an electron. Mass of electron is negligible, so we can ignore it. So 1 mole of sodium ions weigh 23 grams. So 23 grams of sodium ions. Next, 23 grams of sodium ions contain 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of sodium ions. So, in the concept, particle was written. So, particle means atoms or molecules or ions. So, all three are covered. So, that is how, in the case of mole concept, the Avogadro number of particles and the molar mass are correlated. So, based on this, numericals can be set. I'll give you some numericals, you try to work out. First numerical, calculate masses of the following. Masses of the following. Oxygen, phosphorus, aluminum. D, hydrochloric acid, E, sulfuric acid. Next, second numerical, (23U) and 23 grams of sodium. What do 23U and 23 grams indicate? Here children, 23U stands for mass of one sodium atom, and 23 grams of sodium means Avogadro number of sodium atoms, right? So this I'll work out, and thereafter I'll give two more numericals based on this. So here 23U stands for mass of one atom of sodium, and 23 grams of sodium means Avogadro number of sodium atom. That means 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of sodium atoms. That is the value. Right. Next, 1 mole of, mole can be abbreviated by MOL. 1 mole of glucose weighs 180 grams. Calculate .25 mole. 1 mole of glucose weighs 180 grams, and calculate the mass of 0.25 mole of glucose. Means 1/4 part of 180. 180 into 0.25 or 180 into 1/4. Next is 1/4 numerical. So here mole and molar mass related. Now let us see molar mass and Avogadro number. 4 grams of helium contains 6.022 into 10⁻23 number of helium atoms. Calculate number of helium atoms calculate number of helium atoms in 2.5 grams of helium. Right. So that's about the numericals. If you work out all these numericals, then the relation between mole, molar mass and Avogadro number, these are known to you. That after working out these numericals, those concepts will be very much clear to you. Thank you.